Hello? It's me, Dane. I'm here to play Twilight Princess. Now, will I actually play it today? Great question. We will see if I get stuck on topics that will make me rant for hours upon hours on end. But, we are going to chill for a bit because I kind of rushed starting stream. I'm still eating my dessert, which is a pineapple popsicle. I made dinner super fast coming home from the grocery store. And then I started stream as soon as I was done eating. But now I'm eating a popsicle. So we can just yap and chill while I am sucking on ice. Good evening, Mr. Doc. So glad to see you in stream again, by the by. Whenever people who are regular in stream stop coming by, I'm like, damn. You know? Not that there's anything wrong. Spend your time how you want to spend your time. But it's like, damn. This person used to stop by stream all the time, and now they just ain't. I guess for a while there, I didn't stream for 2 solid months, though. So, can I really say that's anyone else's fault than my own? I skipped the Deltarune streams past chapter 1. Yeah. If you don't mind a little interrogation, was that just a personal thing, or did you have a specific reason for not wanting to watch anything past chapter 1? Oh, I've only experienced chapter 1. I see. I can strongly recommend, even if you don't really vibe with Deltarune, I'd say play it just so you can experience Toby Fox's insane growth as a musician, as a composer. Because a lot of his music, even in chapter 1, but also in Undertale, a lot of his music, while unique in its own right, really did feel like Toho ripoffs. It was so directly influenced by Toho. And his new stuff is too. 100%. But he's really come into his own. And his stuff has improved significantly. 100%. I don't know. I've got a bit of a background in music, so I can be a bit snobby about stuff. I mean, you guys know me. You guys know that I'm snobby about a lot of stuff. By this point, surely you guys understand that I am just kind of bougie. You know, I buy Charmin toilet paper, so yeah. I mean, I think that managing expectations is always super weird because, do I think that Deltarune is the best game ever made? No. Do I think it's the best story ever made? No. Do I think that it has the best characters ever made? No. Do I think that it has the best music ever made? No. But what I will say is I'm probably not going to kill myself until it's done. Just saying. That's how I'm gonna frame it. I think it's really good, and it leaves me wanting more. That's all I can really say about it. And honestly, I think that more people need to be okay with saying stuff like that. Not everything needs to be the best thing of all time. And I think that's where a lot of arguments spark up. I know I've talked to Kara about K-pop and how the fandom reacts to that. But a lot of arguments stem from people being no, my group is better. No, my group is better. It's why can't we all just enjoy music? Walking on water, call me Harry Potter. Certainly I played that song on stream. because I'm not super deep into K-pop culture. I am pretty deep into idol culture. But like, I don't know. I don't interact with other people who like idols because I think that they're all really like cringe. And or children, right? I think that like, I love BOF1. That game is like a 7 to 8 out of 10 of us. So this might be like a crazy piece of backstory about me, but I don't think I've ever played a game that I'm willing to say is a 10 out of 10. And I'll follow that up with the only anime that I think is a 10 out of 10 slash like movie slash anything that I think is a 10 out of 10 is the Monogatari series. Breath of Fire, got it. That's an old game, yeah? But like, because nothing to me is as masterfully made nor has evoked the emotions of the Monogatari series, specifically I would say of the Kizu movies, but it really is the entire thing. It's like, damn, dude, like nothing tops that. And I think that until something gets to that level or approaches that level of like emotional depth and storytelling and I don't know, maturity, then I don't think that I can say it's like a 10 out of 10. My popsicle's fucking slipping. But like, for instance, I really like Grand Blue Story, right? I think Grand Blue Story is really great, but it suffers from the fact that it is a shonen. Interesting song transition. And shonen stories, while good, just like One Piece, just like Naruto, just like anything that you guys have your little hearts sold to, they are always going to suffer from the fact that, like, as a story, they're oriented towards children. Just straight up, they are. It doesn't mean they're not good, but I do think that, like, they suffer from being able to not tell as mature of a story as they could. I've been watching the second season of Call of the Night. I refuse to read it. I feel like reading it's gonna ruin it for me because so much of media is more than just the writing, right? So much of media is like the sound direction, the voice acting, the art design, the framing. There's so many things that go into it, and I think the manga is just like not how that was meant to be experienced. But I think the Call of the Night is shaping up to be my next 10 out of 10. Like, it's up there. It tells such an amazing story. And if you haven't given it a shot yet, I strongly recommend that you do. And if you don't get it and it's not for you, or if you do get it and it's not for you, then it's not for you. And you can drop it and we can go our separate ways, but I can say, I definitely think Call of the Night is worth the watch. So it is probably not a great opinion in general for me to say that all manga is inferior to a light novel, a visual novel, or a anime, right? I think that that's just not true and isn't my opinion on it. What I will say is, I think that manga is a lot cheaper to make and a lot more accessible to make when you are trying to write a story. And I think that a lot of times people will use manga as a medium to tell their story because they don't have the budget for the story they actually want to tell, whether that be in a movie or in a TV serialized series or anything like that. And because of that, it feels like with certain manga, you're kind of just waiting for it to get animated. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, the manga is so much better than the anime. But that's an issue of adaptation, not an issue of the medium. I think that your favorite scenes in a manga can only be improved by a good adaptation in an anime, right? Now, let's take it a step back. When manga is intentionally used as a medium for telling a story, I'm thinking Fire Punch, I'm thinking Chainsaw Man. It's like, damn, this shit's really fucking good. And I think it's why they're taking so long making the Chainsaw Man anime, because it's really hard to truly adapt it because it was a story that was intentionally made as a manga. Right? So can we agree on that at the very least? That manga versus anime isn't a matter of one medium being better. It's that a lot of people use manga as a medium because it's easy, and animes that are worse than their manga form is normally an issue of adaptation. Similarly to when people make a movie out of a book, thinking like the Percy Jackson series or like Twilight or, you know, anything like that. And people are like, oh, or Harry Potter. Oh my God, the books were so much better, dude. The movies changed so much. You can't watch the movies. You gotta read the books. Like, I mean, it's not an issue of movies or books. It's that the movie didn't do a good job adapting it. Right? I think that's a pretty big thing. If you've ever seen, oh God, what's that anime? It's really bad, but the manga is so fucking good, dude. The light novels, I guess, are so fucking good. It's like, it's the one, it's a harem. And like, it's like a group of kids go, no, not Tokyo Ghoul, although that is a great example. It's like a group of kids get transferred to another world, and one kid, his like ability is like alchemy, and like bullies pushed him off a cliff and he like ate dirt, and then like through eating monster parts he got like really, really strong, and then he meets this blonde vampire lolly, and then she marries him. And then he gets like the bunny girl. Yeah, Ari Ferretta, thank you. I could not remember it. But yeah, dude, the light novel for Ari Ferretta, fucking goated. Fucking goated. Same thing with High School DxD. High School DxD light novel, so good. But, I mean, I'm telling you, the animes leave something to be desired. But I don't think that's an issue of anime. I think that's an issue of, the adaptation, you know? Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. But my point is with regards to stories, it's that some things can just be good. You know, you don't. If I was to sit here and be like, hey, I think that the story arc of Adventure Time is pretty good. I think it tells a pretty cool story. That statement can exist and be true. And I can say, I think Adventure Time is for children. I think it would benefit from a more mature storytelling. Right? That's also true. And I'm using a bit of a hyperbolic example because like Adventure Time is literally a cartoon for children for like, 6 to 11 year olds. But I think that the point stands, you know. What is the target age range of One Piece? 14, largely targeted towards teenagers. 14 age range. I mean, I'm just telling you, I think that the story could by far be told a lot more maturely. And a lot of people say that One Piece is like peak writing. And I certainly think it's good, but to call it literally the best thing ever written is kind of crazy. But that's just me. That's just me. It's right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's open for all age ranges, and I can sit here and I can say, I think that One Piece is a good story and I enjoy it, and that statement can be true. And I can also say, I think that it would benefit from having a more mature storytelling device, rather than being, oh, this guy's evil and I'm gonna beat him up. Which is what a lot of the show does come down to. And it's them being extremely creative of their evil, right? Oh, hi, Mimi. Coming out to play? My cat's out and about. It's the evening, so she's ready to head out. I read the manga from 1 to recent, so my opinion in stat for One Piece is hella high. So I don't mean to like pick apart every little thing, right? Every little thing. But so much of One Piece is like literally not relevant to One Piece as a whole. Let's just talk pre-time skip for the time being, and then we can move to post-time skip because I feel like they are literally two separate shows, right? Two separate shows. And I'll preface, which I've only watched the manga or watched the anime. I haven't read the manga, and I'm not up to current, but I am pretty close. But starting at the very beginning, when they're introducing all of these characters and their different they're different. But I guess my point is there's a lot of dead space. The fact that One Piece is a weekly manga, and it keeps on going, it doesn't get to the point. Straight up, it doesn't. It just doesn't. Regardless of saying anime pacing versus One Piece or manga pacing, One Piece does not get to the point at all. There is so much content that serves near zero purpose, and if I how do I phrase this in a way that isn't me lying? If the dead space, the point is fuck the government, but that's not true. That's not true, right? A story is more than its premise, which you're right, that is the premise. The premise of the story is the world government is tyrannical, and freedom for all, justice for all is what they're fighting for, correct? But that's not the reason why One Piece is considered good, right? Like, I think that the characters have been very endearing and are characterized very, very well. I think that the moment in that one filler arc after Skypiea, when they fall down, when Sanji is cooking for the Marines and he's using all of the wasted products that they're using, that's like literally what inspired me to like start cooking like as a kid, and like pushed me down that path. Like Sanji's like one of my favorite characters in fiction, right? Yeah, I love that section. Now, once they get through all of the character moments where they have very strong character developing moments, the rest of it's dog shit. The rest of it, literally nothing happens. They're stranded on the rocks, the water leaves, the water comes back, the fucking guy's just sitting there the entire time. Like, I don't know. There's and I get that that's literally a filler arc, but I feel like if you're not spending time progressing the story and you're not spending time developing characters, And there's some nuance to this, right? Obviously, there's time that you're spent building tension, that you're foreshadowing things to come, that you're setting up history, that you're world building. But I'd say if you're not building up the characters, right? You're not developing the characters, you're not progressing the story, then what are you doing? You know? There are so many characters that receive so much time for such a little, for like literally nothing, for literally no reason whatsoever. I don't know. It's hard for me to like sit down because One Piece is such a large anime, but like in Wano, for example, and Wano is extremely egregious. What was the point of the Ice Oni section? Genuinely. What was the point of that entire section? Why was Luffy in jail for so long? What was the point of all of this? The best part of Wano was when it wasn't even involving the Straw Hats. It was Oda's backstory. Oda? What's his name? Who's the Oden? Odin's backstory. Oda is the what's it called? Oda is the author. Yeah. Odin's backstory was the best part of Wano, for sure. That flashback, and then any time with what's her name on screen? What's her name? Yamato. And then same thing with like Whole Cake. Whole Cake Island. What was the point of the Seductive Woods or whatever the heck the name of that area was? What was the point of that? Why did they fight Cracker for so long? Why did Big Mom have to say wedding cake for 4 episodes? And like, world building? Yeah, I suppose. I don't know, a lot of people really, really enjoy One Piece, and I definitely enjoy the parts that are good, but the parts that aren't good are are stuff that you would expect in like seasonal dog shit anime. And if it didn't have those absurd highs, and obviously, actually, wedding cakey. I'm gonna go to town on Dressrosa as well. Dressrosa fucking sucked. There was like 30 episodes, 30 chapters. I don't fucking know. I was watching One Piece as well. Like I was watching like an abridged version of Dressrosa. Dressrosa still fucking sucked, man. Like the entire arc was awful, god awful. Like literally a waste of time until the very end. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's an anime exclusive thing. But what was I saying? I know that this is a bad faith argument, what I'm about to say, but bear with me for a second. If you were to remove all of the great moments, and I mean like the really, really good moments, so let's be like extremely selective here. All of the really, really, really good moments. I'm saying like Robin saying she wants to live, Nami stabbing herself in the tattoo, you know, when Usopp leaves the crew, like all of like the really, really, really good moments. What is left of One Piece? And this is what I think the original argument was when people said that solo leveling is just hype moments and aura, right? Which like remove the really, really sick, like, oh, this is like a culmination of a lot of things. What are you left with? And for me, at least, the answer is not much. And keep in mind, this is someone who enjoys One Piece. No. Like, let's be real for a second. Baratier is not all good. It has one moment. It has that moment where Sanji shows that it's Sanji's backstory. Sanji's backstory and him feeding starving people is the good moment of that arc. The rest of that arc fucking sucks, dude. And if you don't believe me, go back and read it. Go back and read it. Because that is one moment out of an overall, like, very underwhelming section. Zoro versus Mihawk was fine, I guess. So Zoro versus Mihawk is a cool moment. Unfortunately, Mihawk is not a character, and I think that detracts a lot, because I think that if you do, and obviously I'm not up to current, this could be wrong, but if you were to straight up delete Mihawk from the story, what changes? Genuinely. What changes? I guess Shanks doesn't find out that Luffy has a bounty on him. That's Mihawk's greatest claim to fame. That he was the first person to tell Shanks that Luffy had a bounty on him. And like, listen, I think that Mihawk's cool, but he does not, like, Mihawk is an OC. Like, he does not do anything in the story. Nothing. He is a useless character. How? How does Zoro's story change? Zoro's story was not impacted by Mihawk in any way other than the fact that Mihawk is the strongest. Zoro's story is still that he wants to be the strongest. Because of that girl whose name I am not remembering. But that girl that died, that is Zoro's story, not Mihawk. IMO. And maybe that's semantics and can be an entire debate in itself. But my point is, people saying One Piece is peak. One Piece is peak. I think it's disingenuous. I think that there is a lot of deliberate foreshadowing and a lot of deliberate storytelling in the story, for sure. But there is an equal number, if not way more, storytelling that is so worthless. So worthless. Mihawk showing up early makes Zoro realize how high the ceiling for him is, especially the conviction conversation / battle they were having through their battle. I'm trying to determine if I agree with you or not. Because I didn't feel like he was particularly lazy. Right, so I feel like Zoro would always continue his training, regardless of Mihawk. Zoro was not like, I guess I'm already the strongest, GG, no reason to continue training, before he met Mihawk, right? Like, his time skip arc wouldn't have been training with Mihawk, it would have been just training, right? Which you could say the same thing. You could say that's what Usopp did. Like, imagine if there was just a guy that was like, yeah, I'm the strongest guy ever. And Usopp was like, oh shit, like I gotta be better than that guy. And then instead of going to the Candy Island where everything's a predator, he trained under the guy instead. It's like, not much would have changed, dude. At least IMO. Feel like not much would have changed. Like, a couple of beats would have changed, but the overall story, nothing would have changed. Even with him personally as a character, nothing would have changed. My point is, and I said it before, I think that a lot of stories don't have to be the best. It's okay that they can just be good. But it's also okay to critique them and say that there's a lot of things that can be improved in them. And I think that especially in something as long and ongoing as One Piece, to say that it's like literally perfect is like crazy. Like to say like that 10 out of 10, that's what that means. No room for improvement. 10 out of 10, perfect, couldn't have done it better. Yeah, I can see that perspective. I can see that perspective. Also, it kind of sounds like my audio is peaking a little bit, so I'm going to mute myself really quickly so you guys don't have to hear me reset my mic. And then we can probably hop into Twilight Princess. All right, that's taken care of. Let's go down here. Hit up an ad break? Well, there's no ad break. I'm fine. Although it is getting a little hot in here. Yeah, I was just resetting my mic. Just resetting my mic. Alrighty. Ba, 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 ba. Quick start option. Register the Wolflink amiibo? Sorry, fellas. Oh my god, dude. Midna, get over here. You're on the television. I gotta turn this up. Listen, I like you, so I think I'll get you out of here. But in exchange for my help, you have to do exactly as I say. Need anything from me? Just press L bumper and give me a sign. Oh my god, my mouse. That's really funny. How do I... how do I remove that? Interesting. Oh, Steam is probably open. Yep. Exit Steam. Yep, that was it. There we go. All right, where are we going? Oh my, I love this game, dude. I love this game. Dude, it is fucking hot in here. Probably because I have the oven on. I did turn off the oven, right? Oh God, I don't know. I need to go check. All right. I turned off, or the oven was off, so no worries. Alrighty. Let's go down the corridor. What the heck is that thing? I'm going beast mode. Dude, Midna is so sick. I love this game, man. What does this do? Oh, money. So, I'm thinking I was planning on playing the game 100%. I'm thinking I play through the game a bit casually here, just kind of go through it, and then we go back and get everything that I missed. Fair? Because I don't really want to keep on looking at a guide over and over again to make sure that I'm hitting everything. So we're just gonna play. We're just gonna play. Man, no. Bonk. Is there anything over here? No. Ooh, money. Oh, it's funny. I don't have the Midna attack yet. There is nothing in this game that is like that. At least not by the end of the game. There are parts of the game where it's like you can't do this yet. But eventually you are always able to backtrack everything. Money. Dude, it's actually crazy playing this game and just being like, dude, it's just fun, like, being in the game. I have to help myself for a change. Messed up, didn't I? I've gotta lower the water? How do I do that? Oh, over here. For chunk. Oh, I guess that wasn't it. It's probably this VOD, I guess. Yeah, she's like actually probably the best character in any Zelda game. Now, that isn't like a super high bar, as most characters aren't super characterized in Zelda, and this one actually has personality. But I will say that she is probably, that doesn't mean that she's not the best, because she probably is. The creatures. Oh shit, stuff to dig up. Heart. Oh, money. Mimi. Alright, Midna, help me out, please. Oh my... I love this game so much. Oh my god. In the Midna yawn. Wow. This game's so good. Mods, can you ban that guy? Now what? Where am I supposed to go? I don't know where we are. Oh my, it's so satisfying, dude. This game is so good. Dude, why don't they make games like this anymore? Like, they just decided that they weren't going to make games. Like, that's fucking crazy, no? Why does I guess now's a good day to be like, I fucking hate Breath of the Wild, man. Oh. I do be jumping off of cliffs. Yeah, I mean, so let me start by saying I don't think the Breath of the Wild's a good game. Which I don't think is a super big hot take anymore, but definitely used to be. Hello? Where's my wind? Am I insane? Oh. I guess that's when you come back. But yeah, so I'll start by saying I don't think Breath of the Wild's a good game. I don't think that its popularity was even deserved. I felt like Breath of the Wild was a tech demo for the Switch, which it delivered upon, so I guess good for them, but a lot of people treated that game like it was fucking insane when you could have gotten just as much experience from Minecraft. And I think that Minecraft did it infinitely better. But Breath of the Wild's success, which, like, Breath of the Wild success, which first off I am mad about, but second off, it made an entire, like, the way I feel about Street Fighter V for fighting games, I feel about Breath of the Wild for regular games. Like, Street Fighter V showed fighting game people that you can just, like, make games to make money. And that's kind of how Breath of the Wild was. Breath of the Wild was like, oh, you just need to, like, include these elements and anyone will buy the game? Oh, awesome. Sounds good. And then we got Genshin Impact and, like, a million other open world exploration based games where there's, like, a completely empty open world and nothing happening. And Tears of the Kingdom improved upon Breath of the Wild in so many fucking ways. The game is actually fun, for one. But Breath of the Wild fucking sucks. Like, it's so bad. First off, it's not Zelda, and its success means that I'm never gonna get Zelda ever again. Like, this is Zelda. Ocarina of Time is Zelda, even though I think Ocarina of Time is middling. Zelda 1 / Link's Awakening, those are Zelda. Breath of the Wild is not Zelda. But then Tears of the Kingdom came out, and Tears of the Kingdom was really, really good, and it showed that you can make a game like that that's good and fun. But, like, dude, there was nothing in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was so fucking bad. And I remember, like, being so vocally upset about Breath of the Wild, and people were like, Dane, what the fuck are you talking about, right? And then Tears of the Kingdom came out. Tears of the Kingdom came out, and people were like, Oh my god, Tears of the Kingdom is so good. I think I'm gonna replay Breath of the Wild. And they play Breath of the Wild, they're like, dude, this game fucking sucks. And now all of a sudden, now that Tears of the Kingdom is out, like disliking Breath of the Wild is like a popular opinion. Listen, I think that people do not recognize how much recency bias they have. But like Breath of the Wild was a sickness. Like it literally spread like the flu. Like the Black Plague. Like it spread over the gaming industry, where every game had to be Breath of the Wild. How many games have we seen come out, whether they be live service or full release games, right? Whether it's like Genshin Impact or Breath of the Wild or anything like that. But how many games have we seen that use a glider? That you can climb up any wall you see with a stamina bar, and then you can jump off of stuff and you can be fine as long as you have a glider. Dude, they fucking did it to Dark Souls. They literally did it to Dark Souls. And listen, I'm certain that Elden Ring is a great game. I do not think that it benefited from the open world in any way. I think that they should have just done level design like they did with all the other Dark Souls games. But people ate it up. People ate it up. They fucking love Elden Ring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just old and games aren't for me anymore. And I just need to sit here and play all the old games. Dude, my cat's so fucking cute. It's too bad she doesn't let me touch her. It makes sense lore-wise for it to be an empty post-apocalyptic world. But you know what other game is post-apocalyptic and kind of open world? Fallout. Would you say that Fallout is a bad game? That fundamentally at its core it is a bad game? The answer is no. Of course. Minna's so sick, dude. And I'll say, the silver lining of Breath of the Wild for me was the linearity of it. Like, Breath of the Wild, I'll respond to that by saying I think that Persona is just kind of dog shit in general. But, like, Breath of the Wild's good parts were, like, collecting the memory fragments. And it did a great job with that. Like 100% it did. It did an amazing job with that. But like the level design in Breath of the Wild is so fucking bad. The temple design, the level design. The 99 shrines were like fucking 60 of them are fight a guardian. Like, dude, that shit's awful. It's so bad. What were they thinking? But I think the Persona is just bad in general. I think the Persona 5 has really good gameplay, but I think that the writing is extremely shallow in Persona, and I think that they tell a bad story. I think the music's pretty good. I'll admit though, I've only played 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't played the first one. I haven't played Shin Megami Tensei. Dude, I would be Midna's dog servant literally any day of the week. Oh. Motherfuckers waited until from 2013 to 2017 for P5 to come out, and motherfuckers gapped it up to high heaven just for it to be mid and a solid fame at best. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The big part about Persona is it's a very character-driven narrative, and the characters aren't very compelling. Which I kind of feel like in general. Like, they don't really have anything else to say. Persona games at their core are children are so super cool and adults are evil. So the only thing that's really left is for them to be like, let's write good characters and have good character chemistry. I don't think I have to kill these guys, like, even a little bit, but I kind of just want to. I don't know. Hello, squirrel. So we go over here first, right? Yeah, go under here. This is to get the shield? Or is this the sword? I can't even remember. Am I even supposed to come under here? Come over here? Yet? Dude, I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Ah, to be a wolf on a night when the moon rides high. Beautiful. To me, tell me, is your true form a human who is not currently in the town? Nah, just teasing. You're lucky. Your sharpened senses and your soft-looking coat. Lovely. So, where's the watermill? Can I, like, do this, or am I gonna get caught? I think I'm good. I hide. That shield is still in your house, right? Should be in the storage loft. Go grab it as quick as you can. Do 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 do. Beer, beer. So I need to sneak up behind him, right? Oh, whoops. No. Doo 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 doo. He's gonna shoot a fucking falcon at me, man. Sorry. Alright, so I can come up here. Hi, Midna. Should be a shield at the house with the water wheel. Sneak in there. Okay, but I have to jump from there. So how can I... Yep. We can jump up there. Oh, thank you, Midna. Goat. Ow! Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Beautiful. Shield is over there. Oh. Thank you. That's my shield, baby. Dude, they got rid of the jingle for treasure in Breath of the Wild as well. So crazy, man. We used to live in a proper society. I fucking hate Breath of the Wild so much, man. Alright, now let's go get our sword. You don't see me, no worries. Now I sneak into your home. Give me that. Awesome. Whoops. Okay, now I meant to say fuck, but my phone had different plans. No worries. Back to the woods. And it's time for the first crystal or teardrops, dewdrops of light section. Does the hot spring still heal you in this game? Yeah, I'm planning on coming anyway. Come to my spring. What the heck? Dude, the visual design in this game is so fucking good. Like, I don't know how they just made it so good, but like everything about this game aesthetically is so perfect. It's so Zelda, right? Dude, it's just my favorite game of all time. The only blight on this entire game is Zant. If Zant was a better character, then like it would just be perfect. Well, I think that the HD remake improved on all of the parts that I didn't really like in the OG version. Like all of the dewdrops of light sections are like 2/3 of the length that they were before. Also, controlling the wolf is a lot less awful. Also, having a Wii U gamepad is genuinely just like really valuable for this game. Same thing in Wind Waker. Alright, I'm out of here. Oh, heal me up. Let me in! Let me in! Yep, let's go, Midna. Midna belly button. So these are the weapons you use in your world. Dude, Midna's so sick. I love dude, the storytelling in this game, and like obviously I'm not gonna sit here and like read all of the story because I've read it 100 million times at this point. But like the fact that Midna is not like a good guy at the beginning, like we think that she's kind of evil in some capacity, is it's so good, it's so masterful. Alright, now let's learn the best attack in the game. Okay, but she's not actually in it for herself. Midna, help me. Thank you. In the beginning, I don't know. I feel like, am I going the right way? No, I'm not. This is where I go. I feel like even in the beginning, she probably still wants to. Like, that's why she leaves, right? That's why, because if she was just in it for herself, then she probably wouldn't care about the Twilight being expanded. It's just that we think that she is. But yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but very obviously, the vessel of light is a lot smaller than what you might be used to. There we go. Oh, did I not pick it up? Thank you. Oh, whoops. Dude, just let me up the cliff. Let me in. Oh, my bad. I got a little antsy. Thank you. Alright, where are you, dumbasses? No worries, I kill them. Bonk. How do I get out of here? Up here? This is the one with the rock? Yeah. And there's like a fence over here? Doesn't that go, does that go to Hyrule Field? I can't even remember. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Dude, her little, like, groan when she bounces, so fucking cute. This game is so good. Like, they just made it peak. There's nothing I can even really say. What the heck, so much smog? What's happening? Midna, help? Do I have to run into the smoke for Midna to be like, here, let me help? I guess so, yeah. Yep, we can do this. There we go. Oh, did I miss one? Whoops. Let me back, please. Hopefully this takes me all the way back and not checkpointed. Nope, doesn't look like it. I do think that I missed one back there. Damn, unfortunate. There we go. A little bit of gaming. Dude, this game is so peak. Good lord. There's nothing like just bouncing on shit, you know? Thank you for the meal. Okay, now unfortunately, yeah, I did miss like all that. Yup. Get your ass back here. Alright, there we go. Can I go back up there? Midna? Alright, I guess we gotta redo it. All the way back here. Dude, this game is so good. How do they do it? It feels so good, man. It feels so good. No other game has this. Gotta kill you first. And then you guys. Hello. And then that's it. See, like the old version of this, the like GameCube version, the Wii version, I remember there being like so much more searching than just like going through it. Am I like insane for thinking that? Even like the first one that is very linear, but the Tears of Light section is improved so much in the HD version. It just like you just go and do it instead of like having to scrounge around every nook and cranny. I guess I haven't played the original version in a really long time, but I'm like 100% certain that it's just better. It's just good. It's just good. Poor Midna. Bye bye, Midna. We got his light back. Is this a squirrel? Oh, it's the monkey. Monkey. So let's go back to hating Breath of the Wild for a second. In the future, if I'm still alive and kicking, I'll tell you about it. So something that that Breath of the Wild, like Breath of the Wild has a couple of good songs, and I get that the point of the music that exists in Breath of the Wild is supposed to be very atmospheric and like post-apocalyptic and like dead. But hear me out. That shit sucks, and this shit's way better. Agreed? Handshake emoji? I didn't even know there was music with it. Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. There's no way you don't know that there's music in Breath of the Wild. As soon as I'm done with this cutscene, I'm about to pull up the Breath of the Wild song. Dude, it's crazy how good this song is. Alright, hold on a sec. Alright, we pause. You don't remember this song? Now, This is the only track in Breath of the Wild, but this is a good song. I'm willing to say that this is a good song. Dude, they play this song in the club. It's over. I'm busting it down. White boy style. Midna? What's up? Now then, finally get that weapon. Yep, I remember how to use it. Give me the key, sir. Give me the key. Oh wait, I do need to buy that, right? Because that's one of the bottles. Bruh. I'll buy it when I come back. Alright, I'm thinking in terms of stream schedule. I've got 30 minutes left until I want to end stream, more or less. Do you think that's enough time to get the Gale Boomerang? Yeah, I'm here. What the fuck? Yeah, I do too. I've got work. I hate work, man. I just want to play video games all day. I guess I don't hate work. I actually do quite like my job and the people I work with. But doesn't change the fact that I want to play video games all day. The Gale Boom collection? There's no way that 30 minutes is enough time to get the Gale Force Boomerang, right? The Gale Boomerang. Alright. You make a good point. This part of the game kind of fucking sucks. Oh my. Monkey, what are you doing? Am I insane? Okay, there we go. Hello. Buy something. 20 rupees? I'll take that. Where's my, I deposit my money. 20 rupees. Thank you. Yep, goodbye. Oh, shit! I forgot about this. It's old Link. He's gonna teach me how to do the finishing blow. I remember in the OG Twilight Princess speedrun, this was a really big deal. Because if you don't learn this, like if you like glitch through the game and like skip everything, if you don't learn this, and if you don't collect the Master Sword, it is literally not possible to kill Ganondorf. You need the finishing blow and you need the Master Sword. Bum, bum. Okay. What say we just end the stream as soon as we enter the Wind Temple, the Forest Temple? Because I'm not gonna lie, it's getting kind of late, because I started stream late. And then we can do the Forest Temple, and then we're gaming. Oh, I forgot to mention, I can't stream on Friday. Alright, let's save. Amiibo functionality. I am going to be traveling. I'll be back on Monday, but there will be no stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that's that. We'll end stream here. Well, thanks for stopping by, Doc. I appreciate you. I'll let the title screen rock, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.